Hello, good evening, friend. Now let us see the question number 41 and try to find out the correct answer for this. So, question number 41 is there: which of the following has pseudo inert gas configuration? Dear students, you should know what is the pseudo inert gas configuration. Pseudo inert gas configuration means there is the 18 valence electron in spite of the 8 electron, like just like the octet. It is not there like just like octet. There is the 18 electron in their valence shell. That is what is known as the pseudo inert gas configuration. Now let us check with the option, student. Option is given here. The first option is the Na plus is there, student, and second option is there Cu plus, third option K plus, and fourth option S2 minus. So dear student, you come on the board and check the answers. So what you will be able to find, student, here are the four options are there, student. That is, first option is, you can check out, that is Na plus is there. So when you are talking about Na plus, student, so what you will find, that is configuration is total electron 11, 1 positive charge, 11 minus 1, that is 10. Up 10 configuration is what, student? 2 and 8. Okay. Now if you go copper, student, copper is the atomic number is the 29, student, and 1 positive charge, that is 1. So that is coming 28. How the configuration you can do, student? 2, 8, okay, 2, 8, 8, and how much is 18. Now add out, student, 18, no, this 8 will not come, student, this is the 18. So 18 and 10, 28 is coming, student, this is 20. So balance cell is there, how many? 18 electron. If you come for potassium, students, so potassium is 19, 19, 1 positive charge, so minus 1, so that is 18. 18 means what, student? 2, 8 and 8, that is what, 18. If you are going sulfur, student, sulfur is 16 and 2 minus charge means 2 added, so 18. So again that is 2, 8 and 8. So that is, here is all is having the octet, student, but in case of copper they are having the 18 valence electron. So the correct option will be, student, that is correct option. If you talk about the correct option, student, so which one option is pseudo configuration is option number 2. Okay. Now let us move on the question number 42, student, and check out the what is the question number 42. Let us the question number 42 is the number of valency electron and the valency with respect to hydrogen are equal. Okay. So there are the four atoms is given, student, that is the sulfur is given, and then silicon is the given, and then what is phosphorus is given, student, and that is chlorine is there. So that is, they are saying valency, first one is their valency with respect to hydrogen, with hydrogen, and second thing they are checking the number of valence electron and the valency with respect to hydrogen are equal, and that is second point is there, that is number of valence electron. So in which case, that is both are valence electron, in which case that is both things are equal. So let us read out, student, that is, let us go and check with the option. So if you are talking about this, student, let us come with the board. So if you are going for the board, student, what are the options are given, student, that is they are saying that in which of the valency with respect to hydrogen equal to number of valence electron, in which of the following is there. Now if we talk about the sulfur, student, so what kind of bond it will form? It will form, that is H2S. Okay, with the hydrogen it form the H2S. Now if it is forming the number of valence electron in sulfur, so number of valence electron is sulfur is 6, group 16 element. So group 16, that is, it is having the 6 valence electron. If you talk about this one silicon, so SiH4, and valency how much, student? Valency is 2 here, because 2 hydrogen. Here is valency 4, and if you talk about this one, if you talk about, that is valency is how much? 4, because SiH4, 4 bond is there, 4 hydrogen. And how many number of valence electron? 4, because group number, that is group number 14. So group number 14, if you talk about group number 16 and 4 valence electron, group number how much, student? Group number 14, that is 4. And here sulfur was the group number 16. If you come for the phosphorus, student, it will form, that is pH3. So valency will be 3. And if you talk about number of valence electron, phosphorus, why phosphorus, student? Because it is the group number 15. And now if you are going for the chlorine, student, you will find that is, it will form HCl. So valency will be 1 hydrogen, single bond. So that is, here if you are go number of valence electron 7. Why, student? Because this belongs to group number 17. So our correct option will be the silicon, student, because silicon valency and number of valence electron is both are same. So option number, correct option if you talk about, that is option is 2, silicon. Now let us again see, student, in the paper question, the number of valency electron and the valency with respect to hydrogen are equal. Valency electron is 4 in silicon, and number of valence, number of bond also, valency is also 4. Now come for the question number 43, student. What the question number 43 is there? They are saying the element having highest valency with respect to oxygen is. Elements having highest valency with respect to oxygen is. So now, students, they are asking highest valency, and they have given, that is Na is given, then they are giving aluminum is given, then chlorine, and then last one is the sulfur. So in case of 43, student, in case of 43, what we can do here, we have to check out, that is what kind of compound is getting formed with all these elements. So if you know the type of compound, then only we can answer. So let us check, student, the element having highest valency with respect to oxygen. So let us see on the board, student. If you go, that is sodium. So with the oxygen it will form, that is Na2O, student. It form the Na2O. The sodium, if you talk about the valency of sodium, student. So sodium valency is how much, student? If you talk about, here is X. So 2 oxygen, that is 2x, and plus here in bracket oxygen is having, that is -2. So equal to 0. So I am checking with the help of oxidation number. So 2x minus 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to 2x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 by 2. So that is how much coming, student? 1. So that is, so sodium valency, you can say, that is 1 valency is there. So this is not, sodium is with respect to oxygen, sodium valency is 1. So this is not the correct answer. Now let us move for the aluminum. If you check out the aluminum, student, so how much will coming? This form the compound like that, Al2O3, student, Al2O3. So if you forming Al2O3, so you check with the oxidation number, student. So here is the 2x plus 3 in bracket -2 equal to 0. So that is 2x minus 3 to the 6, minus 6 is equal to 0. So 2x minus, that is 2x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 by 2. How much is coming, student? 3. So that is 3 is coming. So aluminum valency, that is Al valency, how much, student? This is 3. Now you come for the another option, student, for the chlorine. What kind of compound it form with the chlorine, student? It form the, with the chlorine, it form the Cl2O7. So here you consider, that is, student, 2x, because 2 chlorine atom is there, and that is 7 oxygen, and each oxygen is having -2 oxidation state equal to 0. So 2x minus 14 equal to 0. So that is 2x is equal to 14. So x is equal to how much, student? 14 by 2 is equal to 7. So that is, here is the chlorine is having valency, student, 7. If we talk about the sulfur, student, sulfur. So maximum type of the sulfur, what kind of compound it form? Either SO2 or SO3. So I am taking SO3. So SO3 here is x, student, plus 3 in bracket -2 equal to 0. So x minus 6 is equal to 0. So x is equal to how much is coming, student? Plus 6. So that is sulfur valency maximum is how much, student? 6. So which one is having highest valency out of this, student? So that is chlorine is the correct option. Student, correct option is the option number 3 is the correct option. I hope this problem will be correct, student, to understand. If you are not able to understand, you ask me, you know, type message. I will try to again reply you back. So 43 is the chlorine, option number 3. Now come for the question number 44, student. That is the looking important question. Metal M form the peroxide. Metal M form the peroxide of the type MO2. Valency of the metal with respect to the oxygen they are asking. Student, if it is MO2 is there, okay. So they are saying, that is valency. They are saying MO2 is there, MO2. Okay, the metal M form the peroxide of the type MO2. This is the peroxide. Okay. Now they are saying valency of metal with respect to oxygen. Okay, they are asking valency. Dear students, let us try to understand. Valency is equal to, what is the valency? It is the combining capacity. Okay, it is the combining capacity. A peroxide is having what kind of linkage, student? That is the OO linkage is there. In peroxide, that is OO linkage is there. Okay. So if OO linkage is there in the peroxide, student, you come on the board, student, here you can check out. So how we can understand? An atom of M combined with the 2 atoms of oxygen. Okay. Better you can say is the M combined with okay, M combined with 2 oxygen atom, 2 oxygen atom, 2 oxygen atom, 2 oxygen atom. So valency is how much, student? So valency equal to 2. Okay. So simple is there, student. Valency is the combining capacity, and with respect to of oxygen they are asking. So what we can, student, M combined with 2 oxygen, so its valency will be 2. Otherwise how can we say, student? I am checking with the different way. I am trying to explain this to with the different way. Suppose, student, I am saying that is in peroxide OO bond is there. Okay. Suppose like for example H2O2 is there. So here is what is there, student? H, and here is the one coordinate bond. Okay. Now suppose if the metal is there, student, that is coordinate bond will be what, student? O, and here is like that. This type of bonding will be there. So metal is having how many bond? That is 1 and 2. So that is what is the valency, student? Valency is the 2. So valency is 2 means the correct option number what, student? Option is 3 is the correct option. Now let us move with the another problem, student. The problem number 45. So problem number 45, if you are going, student, what will come? That is electrovalency of non-metal atom is not equal to that of the metal atom in. Okay. So they are, again you try to understand, student. Electrovalency of non-metal atom is not equal to that of metal atom is. Okay. So let us try to understand 45 in the better way, student. Electrovalency of non-metal atom. Okay. Electrovalency, they are saying valency of non-metal, okay, non-metal, okay, is not equal to metal atom. Okay. Electrovalency of metal, valency of metal. So this is the very simple. What they are saying, say, student, first one is the NABR. Okay. So they are saying that is NABR, and then second one is saying that is the magnesium oxide, MgO. Second is there aluminum nitride. Third option is aluminum nitride, ALN. Third option they are saying potassium sulfide. If you are seeing, that is the third option is what is the potassium sulfide. Okay, student. So K2S, potassium sulfide means K2S. Let us come on the board, student, to understand question number 45 here on the board. So what the question is saying, electrovalency of non-metal is not equal to, that is electrovalency of metal. So NABR, if you see, student, NABR, so it will give that is Na plus and Br minus. So that is 1 and 1. That is 1 equal to, it is what? 1 equal to 1. Okay, so it's not answer. Mg is equal to Mg2 plus and O2 minus. So it is what is, student? 2 equal to 2. So this is also not. Al3 plus and N3 minus. So it is also 3 and it is also 3. So these 3 are not option, student. So what is the K2S? If you talk about K2S, student, K2S. So K valency, if you talk about K valency, K plus. So in bracket it is plus 1. And sulfur, if you talk about, student, valency, that is minus 2. So that is it is what is, student? That is minus 2. So plus 1 and minus 2 is not equal. So the correct option will be the K2S, potassium sulfide. So option number what is, student? Option 4 is our answer. Now let us move for the question number 46, student. What question number 46 is saying? The maximum valency of element with atomic number 7 is. Okay, try to understand, student, this question. Quite good question. The maximum valency of the element with atomic number 7. So they are saying that is atomic number 7, student, atomic number 7. So that is, if you talk, come on the board, student, that is atomic number 7. If they are talking atomic number 7, that is which element, student? This is the nitrogen. Up to nitrogen, you see, student, configuration 7. Okay, so here you can do 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. So here is the what student, that is lone pair electron. This is lone pair, and here is a single electron 3. So and another thing is student, no d orbital, in the case of nitrogen, no d orbital is there student, so it cannot expand. So how many bond it will form? Here is one coordinate, this will form, that is 2 lone pair electron it can donate, so one coordinate bond, and this 3 unpaired electron, so that is 3 covalent. So if you talk about that is maximum valency, how many valency? So 1 plus 3, so how much will come student? 4 bond. So maximum valency is 4. So correct option, if you talk about the option student, option number 3 is the correct option. Now if you can see student, NH4 plus is the example is there, NH4 plus. So how it forms student? N is the here, okay, with hydrogen plus it will form the coordinate bond, and downside here is the 3 hydrogen. So if you check out total valency, how much? 1 2 3 4. So that is valency is equal to how much student? 4. So correct option will be option number 3. Now let us move student next question, question number 47. Question number 47. What is question number 47? Valency of sulfur in sulfuric acid. Quite nice question students. Let us try to understand question number 47. So what question number 47 is there? Question number 47 is there, that is they are saying the valency of sulfur in sulfuric acid, okay, H2SO4 is there student. Now come on the board student, you can be able to understand this question. So H2SO4 sulfur valency they are asking. So sulfur, firstly you draw the structure here student, here is, and here is OH is there student, this side also OH. This is structure of sulfuric acid. Okay, now you see student, total number of bond with the sulfur. So how many? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Total bond how many student? Total bond with sulfur, is equal to how much? 6. Total bond with sulfur is 6. Total bond with sulfur is 6. Okay, so if total bond, so valency is equal to what student? So valency is equal to how much? 6. So correct option is the option number 3. The correct option is option number 3. Now let us move question number 48 student. What is question number 48? If you talk about the question number 48 student, so the electrons generally involved in the bonding. So that is generally, that is electron, which electron student? That is valence electron, they involved in the bonding. First one are those that lie closest to the nucleus. That is wrong student. That is those the inner electron do not take part in the bonding. So second number option they are saying student are those which the ionization energy are small. Okay, correct option, option number 2 student, option number 2. Why option number 2 student? Because the electron in the outermost shell is having, that is less energy, and outermost electron only involved in the bond formation. So correct option will be option 3. You can read out the option number 3. Belongs to inner shell, never. Are free electron, never. Okay, so correct option for the question number 48 is option number 2. Now let us move question number 49. The most energetic species among the following student. So most energetic species, here they have given H2, then neon, then F, then F2. Okay, so let us come to the most energetic species student. You can check hydrogen. Here is the covalent bond is there. Okay, so this is the stable helium like structure. Neon, this is noble gas. Noble gas means inert, they are not reactive. Inert means no energy. For most electronegative, fluorine is most electronegative. So most electronegative of all the known elements. So that is, if it is the most electronegative, so that is most energetic. Okay, this is the, what will be student? This will be the most energetic. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. This will be most energetic student, because this is the most electronegative. And when you are talking about F2 student, here is the covalent bond is there. So this is also little stable, not more stable, but little stable. Dear student, that is atoms are more reactive than the molecule. So that is correct option will be option number 3. You can check with the again slides student. Option number 3 of question number 49. Now let us move in the question number 50 student. What question is, which of the following covalent molecule is an exception up to the octet rule? Okay, so they are saying that is which of the following is the exception of octet rule student. Question number 15 you can see student, question number 50. So if you are checking question number 50 student, the first one is the BeCl2, first option BeCl2, second number CO2, third number H2O, and fourth number CH4. So now check up with the options student. Let us come with the 50 student and check with the option. No octet means what is student? BeCl2. So here is the beryllium is having the only 2 valence electrons. So that is how many electron beryllium is having if you putting the dot structure student. So dot structure if you are putting, how much you will get student? For beryllium if you are going detail student, if you are going detail, so beryllium is having how many electron student? That is 4. So valence shell 2 electron, and chlorine how many valence electron student? That is 7 valence electron, 2, 8 and 7, 2, 8, 7. So if you want to draw the dot structure 1, 1, and chlorine is how much? Here is also it will draw chlorine. So that is, if you see student, for the beryllium, if you talk about for the beryllium student, how many valence electron? Chlorine is completing the octet, but beryllium is having, that is how many maximum? 2 to 4 electron. 4 electron. So this is the, they are saying which of the following is which of the following is covalent molecule is an exception of octane. So correct option is option number 2 is first option, BeCl2 is our option, only because only 4 electron is there. If you want to check carbon dioxide, here is the student oxygen, 4 bond means 8 electron. So octet is completed. Oxygen, if you talk about student, oxygen is having 6 electron and is share with the hydrogen. So it is also having the 8 electron. Methane also, if you talk about the methane student, it is forming the also 4 bond, and 4 bond means 8 electron. So they all are having the correct option, required option will be option number 1. BeCl2 is, in the BeCl2 beryllium is having only 4 electron. Now let us move student, question number 51. The odd electron bond is present in. Odd electron bond is present in. So 4 options they have given student in the 51, and they are saying that is which one is having the odd, which of the following is present odd electron bond. So first number option is there NO, second is the NO2, ClO2, and last one is all. So dear student, you check out that is which one is having the odd number electron. So come on the board student, so that you will be able to understand this concept. So how you will be able to student? NO, if you check out the NO student, how many electron? 7 plus 8. So that is 15 electron, and 15 is the odd number. Okay, 15 is odd number. NO2, if you are talking student, 7 plus 8 plus 8. Okay, so how much it will come student? 23. 23 is again the odd. Okay, 23 is again the odd. Now let us move with the another. What is the another? ClO2. So that is 7 plus 8 plus 8. So that is 7 means 17. So if you take out the total student, so that is 16 plus 17, 33. 33 is again odd electron. Okay, now so that is all are odd. All are odd. So that is our option will be, that is option number 4. Option 4. So all is having the odd, odd electron bond. Now come on the question number 52 student. Among the following paramagnetic compound is, question number 52, they are saying that is among the given compound which one is paramagnetic. So that is, if they have given that is Na2O2 student, then they have given N2, okay, then they have given N2O, and then they have given KO2. Now check up with the option student, you come with the option and then you try to find out the answer. So Na2O2, that is paramagnetic. If you talk about student, paramagnetic, so paramagnetic equal to odd electron. So anyone is having odd electron. If you talk about the paramagnetic student, that is odd electron. Whichever is having odd electron, that will be having the unpaired electron, and that is paramagnetic. You take out student. So sodium is 11 into 2 plus, here is oxygen. Oxygen is how much student? 8 into 2, that is 16. You add out student, that is 22 plus 16. How much is coming? That is 8. Okay, and here is, that is 38. This is the even number student. The first option is even number. Now you go N2 into 7 plus 7 student, that is 14. 14 is also even number. Abhi N2O 7 plus 7 plus 8. This is student, that is 14 plus 8. 14 plus 8. How much is coming student? that is 22. This is also even number. Now KO2 will be your answer, student, that is 19 plus 8 plus 8. So how much is coming, student? That is 23 and 23 and that is 33. So 33 is coming for KO2, student. This is odd number, and odd number is paramagnetic. So correct option will be our option. What number option will be, student? Option number, if you talk about option number 4, that is KO2 is the our option. Now let us move, student, next one question number 53. So 53 question, what they are saying, student, in the question number 53, let us read out the slide, student. 53. So that is covalent bond is present in 53. So student, to understand this compound 53, let us try to understand question number 53. So if you talk about 53, student, they are saying that is covalent bond is present in. So Na2S is there, AlCl3 is there, NaH is there, and K2O is there. Okay, student. So they are saying that is covalent bond. Let us check out, student, on the board. So what they are saying, Na2S. If you talk about Na2S, student, so this will form, that is here is this can be explained according to Fajan rule. Okay. First of all, to answer this question, you should know that it's Fajan rule, student. Fajan rule saying that is greater the charge on cation, 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 greater is polarizing power, greater is polarizing power, greater is polarizing power, greater is polarizing power is equal to, that is greater is polarizing power, that is student, that is greater is polarizing power, that is what, student? That what you can write, greater is polarizing power, that means what, student? If you talk about the that is greater covalent character, greater covalent character, that you have to understand, greater covalent character. Okay, greater covalent character. So now come with the option number Na plus is there, very small, and that is Al3 plus. Okay, Na plus and K plus. Dear student, what the rule is saying, Fajan rule, greater the charge on cation, greater is the polarizing power, that is greater covalent character. So which one is? Aluminum is having 3 positive charge, so this one is having the greater covalent. So this will be the compound, aluminum trichloride will be the, that is covalent. So correct option will be, student, option number 2 will be the correct option. Now let us move the question number 54, student. What the question? Molecules having maximum number of covalent bond. Molecule having maximum number of covalent bond, student. So that is we are having the option NH4OH first number, then they are saying NH4Cl. Okay, fourth number CO NH2 twice, and okay CH3OH. They are saying the molecules having maximum number of covalent bond. So 54, student, let us see on the board. If you talk about NH4OH, student, NH4OH, so how many bond are there, student? NH4OH, if you talk molecules having maximum number of bond, so if you take, that is N. Okay, so that is NH4 is there, student, NH4OH. So this will give, that is actually this is the NH4 plus and OH minus. This is the ionic compound, they get ionized. So that is this one, that is the total covalent bond is 4 bond, because this is the ionic bond, student. So we are considering only 4. If you are talking NH4Cl, so it will give NH4 plus and Cl minus. So here is also maximum bond is 4 bond. If you talk about here is, student, here if you see CH3NH2, so how many bond will become, student? CO, it will form, it is compound like that. CO, here is NH2 1, and here is again, that is NH2 twice is there. So total bond, if you check out in this one compound, so again R structure I am doing, students. CO, here is coordinate bond, that is N, and here is also N, and here is H, and here is H. Now let us do, because here twice is there, that is why 2 times. So count the number of bond, student. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So total number bond is 6. If you come out this one student, this is also ionizable student, CH3 and OH. Okay, CH3 minus OH plus, like this. So it will be having out 3 bond. So correct option will be option number 3, CONH2 twice. The correct option will be option number 3, CONH2 twice. Now let us move student question number 55. Number of bonded electron in ethane molecule is. Okay, number of bonded electron in ethane molecule is. So bonded electron they are asking, number of what is student? Bonded electron, number of bonded electron in ethane. Okay, so now see student, one bond is equal to, you see on the board student, ethane, one bond is equal to 2 electron. Okay, so that is, if you talk about ethane student, the structure of ethane is what student? C2H6. So number of bond, if you check student, hydrogen, here is hydrogen, and here is hydrogen, ethane. So total bond you add out student, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 bond is equal to 7 into 2. That is, how much is 7 into 2 is equal to how many electron student? 14 electron. So total number of bonded electron in ethane is 14 electron. Let us come with the option student. Option number, which number? Option number 4 is the correct 14 option. Now come with the 56 student. What question number 56? Number of lone pair electron in 9 gram of water are. Okay, 9 gram of water. So they are saying that is number of LP in 9 gram of H2O. So quite difficult question student. You come with the here see on the board student what the option is there. The number of lone pair, LP means lone pair electron student, in 9 gram. So one molecule of H2O is having how many, that is lone pair student? So HOH here is there. So that is how many lone pair student? 2 lone pair. Okay, so number of molecule in 9 gram. How to calculate student? Number of molecule in 9 gram H2O. How much will come student? N. So firstly what we can do student, how to calculate? So N into Na, this is formula for number of molecule. So we don't know, Na is the Avogadro number, N is the mole. So N is the mole is equal to the given bonds 9 gram upon molar mass 18 is equal to 1/2. So number of atoms, number of molecules, how you to calculate student? Number of molecules, how you are calculating student? Number of molecule, N into Na. And in the question they have giving N is the Avogadro number. So Na they have given student, Na is equal to N. They have given. So what we can do is student, Na we are replacing, that is N into what is student? N, capital N. And N we got how much student? 1/2. We got 1/2 into N. And in this is the number of molecule. So in one molecule how much is their lone pair is 2. So here that is 2. In this many molecule 2 to cancel out student, it is coming how much? It is coming, that is N. So correct option will be N. So now let us check with the option student, which number 56. If you go in the 56, correct option will be option number 3. You try to understand student. If you are not understanding, just try message in the message box, so I will get back to you. Question number 57. The number of electron pair involved in the formation of hydrogen cyanide molecules are. Okay, so quite better question student. They are saying the number of electron pairs in the formation of hydrogen cyanide. Okay, HCN. And they are saying electron pair. Okay, electron pair. So dear student, pair means 2. Okay, so now take question number 57. We are going 57 student. What is their HCN? So H single bond C, triple bond N. So total bond is equal to student, total bond is equal to how much? Total bond, if you are going student, how much is their total bond? Equal to 4. So that is 4 means total electron pair also, total electron pair. Electron pair how much is? 1 bond to 1 pair. So total electron is equal to 4 pair electron. So correct option will be option number 4 student for the question number 57, option number 4. Now let us move question number 58 student. What they are? Beryllium and aluminum exhibit many properties which are similar, but the two elements differ in. First one, forming covalent halide, forming polymeric halide, exhibiting maximum covalency in compound and exhibiting amphoteric nature. Dear student, that is they are asking beryllium and aluminum are the example of the diagonal relationship. So many properties, physical and chemical properties are almost similar. But if you go forming covalent halide, that is both are forming covalent halide, no problem. Okay, because of high charge. Now if you come for the question option 2, forming polymeric halide, okay, no problem. Al2H3 they form, B2H6 they form. Exhibiting maximum covalency in compound, yes. Aluminum is having the covalency 3, but beryllium is having covalency 2. So that is this is difference is the 3. Fourth number, exhibiting amphoteric nature in oxide, both oxide and amphoteric. So that is our required option is the option number 3, because exhibiting maximum covalency in compound. So aluminum exhibit 3 and beryllium exhibit 2. So that is why this is our option number 3 is our required answer. Now question number 58. That they are saying the decreasing value of bond angle from NH3 to SbH3 down the group number 15, that they are saying if you are going down the group, so what will be there is decrease in the student bond angle. So why student decrease in bond angle? So that is first option they have taken, decrease in LPBP repulsion, decrease in LPBP repulsion. That is the question number first is there itself, student. And moving down the group, that is lone pair bond pair repulsion is decreasing. So this will be our correct option number 1, because in the book they have given different option, I think, student. But here the correct option will be, if you talk about the 59 question, the correct option will be option number 1. Here in the question option, that is different option is given. Okay, in the book they have given involvement of pure p orbital down the group, that is wrong. In the you read out the NCERT book, student, you will be able to understand this. This is the direct question from the NCERT, grade 12, group number 15. So down the group, that is bond angle is decreasing because the decrease in the LPBP repulsion. Now let us group the student question number 60. The azide ion has. So dear student, they are saying that is what is there in the azide ion. They are asking in the question. They are asking that is the azide ion has. So what is there in the azide ion, student? If you talk about the azide ion, if you are talking about, student, so they are saying azide ion means, student, firstly some option they have given 20 outer electron isoelectronic with Br2O, 18 outer electron, 16 outer electron, 14 outer electron. Okay, now let us check with the option, student, that is azide ion. Firstly, if you talk about the azide ion, student, azide ion. So azide ion, student, ion means student NaN3 is there. So azide means what? N3 minus ion. Okay, after ionizing, what it will give, student? It will give Na plus N3 minus. So this is azide ion. That is the azide ion. Now student, you know that is number of valence electron in nitrogen is 5. So 3 nitrogen are there. So 3 5 plus 1 negative charge 1. So how much will come? 5 3 15, 1 16. 16 valence electron. Total valence electron is how much, student? That is 16 valence electron. Now let us move with the option, student, and check with the option. So they are saying that is option number 3, 16 outer electron isoelectronic with CO2. Again come with the board, student, and check with the CO2. So CO2, how many electron is there? Isoelectronic, COO. So carbon is having how many there, student? 6 plus here is 8 plus 8. So how much is coming? 8 8 16. Okay, so but valence electron, if you talk about, student, so that is how much is coming, student? So valence electron here, carbon is 4, oxygen is 6, oxygen is, so 6 6 12 12 4, that is how much is coming? 16 electron. So that is for isoelectronic with the 16 out valence electron isoelectronic with the carbon dioxide. So correct option will be option number 3. Okay, student, now let us move question number 60. According to octet rule, SO3 contain number of dative bond. Okay, so if you talk about the 61, student, if you talk about 61, let us go with the option, student, 61. So that is 61, they have given SO3, student, and they are a dative bond. They are asking dative bond. Dative bond means what, student? That is the coordinate bond. Dative bond means coordinate bond. Dative bond is coordinate bond. So if you talk about this coordinate bond, student, how is this structure? Here is, if you talk about sulfur, is the structure of sulfur, how you will be able to student. Sulfur is there, here is 2 lone pair, here is 2 lone pair, here is 2 lone pair. How many oxygen are there student? 3 oxygen. So this oxygen is having also, all the oxygen is having how many electron pairs? That is the 6 electron. So like that we are putting student. Up now you complete the octet, this oxygen is completing the octet and this sulfur is completing the octet. So 2 to 4 to 6 to 8, 2 to 4 to 6 to 8. So sulfur oxygen completed, but these two atoms are not completed. So it will donate like this. Okay, and they will form, that is 2 coordinate bonds. So coordinate bond, number of coordinate bond, if you talk about coordinate bond, how much is student? That is 2. So the number of coordinate bond in SO3 is 2. So correct option is option number 2. Now question number 62. The example of superoctet molecule is, superoctet means student more than 8 electron in the valence shell. So we are having, that is ClF3, ClF3, PCl5 and IF7 and all is the option. So here is the superoctet 62. If you are going, that is superoctet student, superoctet. Superoctet, if you talk about student, superoctet. So what is meaning of superoctet means, if you talk about more than 8 electron. Octet means 8 electron. Superoctet means more than 8 electron. So if you talk about ClF3 student, so Cl is the 7 electron is there student, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and it is forming with the 3 fluorine. So if you talk about the fluorine student, if you like that, so fluorine they will share with 1 1. So total number of electron, if you check with the chlorine, how much student? 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10. So here is 10 electron is there. So this is example of super. PCl5, how many bond is there student? 5 bond. PCl5 5 bond means 10 electron. IF7 that is 14 bond. 7 bond. 7 bond means 7 bond, if you talk about, that is 7 bond. 7 bond means how many electron is student? 7 bond means 14 electron. So the correct option will be all. All is having more than octet. So the correct option will be option all, option number 4. Now let us move question number 63. Molecule having an incomplete octet in the central atom. Okay, the molecule having an incomplete octet in the central atom. Okay, the molecule having an incomplete octet in the central atom. First one is PCl5, the next one is NH3, next one is BCl3, and next one is H2O. So 4 option is there student. The molecule having an incomplete octet in the central atom. So which one is can be answered student? PCl5 here is the 10 electron, NH3 that is 8 electron is there, BCl3 that is 6 electron student, H2O is the 8 electron. So BCl is the, if you see student on the board also I did here, PCl5 5 bond means 10 electron, 3 bond and 1 lone pair electron, so 6 to 8 electron. BCl3 3 valence electron and 3 bond, so that is 3 bond means how much? 6 electron. Here is 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair, total how many? 8 electrons. So correct option is will be BCl3. You can go try to do detailed student, you will be able to do. This is very easy. Now last problem number 64. Octet rule is mostly violated in the compound student. So that is alkali metal, alkaline earth metal, p block element and transition metal. Dear student, the alkali and alkaline earth metal do not violate the octet rule. Only p block element violate the octet rule. Whatever the non-metals are there, they mostly violate the octet rule. So correct option will be option number 3. So this is all about today's class student. We will do some other problem also. Thank you so much for watching friends.